This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Gamefly. Coming up, it's the end of 2011, and it's time to find out everyone's top 5 movies of the year.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our end of the year celebration of Rad, our 5th annual Raddies. So today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to be covering our top 5s of 2011.
Not only that, but we have to come to some sort of consensus.
Which we shall see.
Always forget about that part.
The Walking
to
Dead.
Who wins the Ratty?
The Walking Dead.
Who wins the Ratty?
Ah, yes.
And then end of the week, Dan, right?
Yeah, end of the week, we're doing our look ahead at 2012 in both movies and video games.
Correct, and we want to thank Bo Barber for sending in this amazing background, all made out of the name Totally Rad Show, which is pretty epic.
The cool thing, too, about the end of the week is that not only are we checking out our predictions for next year, we're going to be at the end of the episodes.
At our totally correct predictions for 2011.
So we did predictions last year, and it's all come to roost.
I know there was one prediction that I made that I'm very happy I think I was correct about. We'll see, shall we? Let's take a trip.
Welcome to the end of the year.
It is time to give you our top 5 list of our favorite movies of the year, individual lists, and then come to a consensus on our favorite movie of the year.
The Ratty.
Gets
What's
the
going with
Ratty.
the Ratty?
Let me remind everyone and say, I wasn't going to look back, but let me remind everyone and say that one, these are personal lists, so everyone's got their own personal tastes.
Yep.
And 2, this is not a top 10 list, this is a top 5 list, which is important because there's a lot of movies that would probably make your top 5.
Absolutely.
And you would make up your list differently if you had you're more used to seeing top 10 lists, not top 5. So remind yourselves if you're upset that something didn't occur.
Also, we didn't see every single movie that came out this year.
That's very true.
And some of us didn't even see movies that other ones saw. Like there are movies that I didn't see that these two saw that can't be on my list because I didn't see it, and vice versa.
The biggest movie that I wish I had seen that I think may have made my list, I suspect, is Midnight in Paris. I really tried to see it before the end of the year, and I didn't get a chance.
Me too. And
there's definitely some people.
There's
definitely some lists. I know there's gonna be some things on your list that I didn't see. But I did want to say, do we remember what was the Ratty from last year?
True Grit.
True Grit. Very good.
Very happy about that.
Very happy. Still happy about that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Alex.
Yes.
Top 5 of the year.
Gentlemen, prepare yourself
I don't want to see.
for this extravaganza. My number 5 was Moneyball.
Oh, almost made my list.
Moneyball.
Almost, very good movie.
I knew there were a lot of movies that were going to be like
on the cusp.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 4.
Yeah.
Contagion.
Great movie.
Also on the bubble
Great
for
movie.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to get interesting.
Great movie.
It's getting interesting.
Yeah.
Sickening.
Sick. Germs.
Number 3, 50-50.
A wonderful pick.
Very good movie.
Have I yet said any of the movies that are on your lists?
Maybe.
Okay. Good. All right. Okay, here we go. Number 2,
Wait, we're on 2. Okay.
Win-Win.
Yeah.
Win-Win. I just saw it again.
Great film.
Oh, I saw it with Hal. I was like, amazing.
Yeah.
Number 1 movie on my list. There are a lot of movies that are very close to the top
I don't know
of my
what
list.
this is. Do you know? Wait, can I make a prediction?
It's going to be Puss in Boots.
Do you want to make a prediction?
You know what the
You
funny
loved
thing?
it.
You know what the funny thing is? Kung Fu Panda 2 was almost on my list.
Really?
There was. Hold on. Let me see some of the other ones that were weird. There was Rango was almost on my list.
Rango's great.
X-Men First Class was almost on my list. I mean, there's a lot of movies that I really
Do you want to make
enjoy.
prediction number 1? I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Number 1,
Yeah.
Attack the Block.
Wow.
Nice.
Attack the Block.
Wowie
My
wee
favorite
wow.
movie-going experience of the year by
Great
far.
movie.
By far.
On the bubble for me.
All right.
Very interested to see.
Good list,
a lot of-
Alex.
I agree.
You're
made
going
it.
to find a lot of agreement, actually.
Oh, nice. All right.
Number 5 for me was a struggle. I almost went with Hugo.
Yeah.
'Cause I loved that experience. But I actually went with Young Adult.
Interesting.
number
A
5.
dark number 5.
A dark number 5,
dark
but
cloud over
an
number
experience
5.
that I enjoyed nonetheless. Number 4, Contagion.
In number 4!
Whoa!
Super slots!
You guys both with 10
Super
points.
slots. Hey!
Man,
Yeah.
that was an incredible experience. Breathless, just
and I changed how I felt about the world in the days that followed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing performances. It was all great. Yeah.
Great. Number 3, Attack the Block.
Ah, very smart man.
Best summer film, best action film I saw all year. Amazing. Number 2, you didn't see, Drive.
Yeah.
Great movie. It really could have been number 1. It was a toss-up for me.
Drive was on the bubble for me. I didn't know what to take away.
Oh, I loved it.
You should be driving more.
No, I
You
just didn't.
should
I just
drive.
didn't have. But it was number 6 probably for me.
And number 1, Win-Win.
Whoa,
Best movie of the year. I will say about my list.
wow.
I will say about my list, and I think yours is similar. That I don't think I've ever had a year where more of my top 5 was from earlier in the year.
Yeah, definitely.
Very few movies
I didn't
we
have
saw
any
recently.
Yeah, I had none on mine. I don't think.
Very good points. Very good points. I already know what to. I already know how to say things. All right, number 5 for me.
Yes.
A lot of what you guys said are on my top 10.
Sure.
This is top 5.
Correct.
Number 5.
Totally different list.
Number 5. Footloose.
You know what? Funny? Almost
I
on my
know
top
you
5.
thought
Almost
about
on my
it.
top 5.
It is rare that I walk out of a movie feeling
Dancing.
Dancing.
It's rare that I dance
It's
out
rare
of a
that
movie.
it's rare that I dance. It's rare that I walk out of a movie feeling the way Footloose made me feel.
Yeah.
When I do walk out of a movie feeling that way, I absolutely cherish it. I was rich and full from that experience.
It's like a nice bird dough.
Number 5.
Okay.
Number 4, The Company Men.
I almost made
also on my list. I mean, it was so
I
like.
really, I really struggled with where to
know.
put that one.
See,
Yeah.
in debating
Great movie.
In debating Contagion and Company Men and Drive, all equally incredible movies, Company Men changed my perspective on things more
It's a
than
great
those
movie.
other movies.
And I suspect if I had seen it more recently, it would have. I
Yeah.
think it.
Yeah.
It didn't benefit from being. I think it was a January
Yeah,
movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was like our
Absolutely.
first movie back.
Similarly, Tree of Life.
Oh, interesting.
A
Movie I did not see, but I don't
didn't
have
see it.
any
You would've
desire
hated
to.
it.
I know.
You
Yeah.
would've
probably.
hated it.
Well, you
I
never
hated
know.
like the first hour of it.
No, but Tree of Life also beautifully made,
Polarizing
so
movie.
well made, and changed my life again. Number 2 on my list, Win-Win.
Yeah! Possibly did.
Win-Win.
It just got weird.
Win-Win is every reason that you go to the movies. I laughed harder than I ever laughed. I cried harder than I ever cried.
Yep.
I was exhilarated and thrilled. There was suspense. It's every reason why you go to the movies. But all of those things were not as powerful as they were in my number 1 movie of the year, 50-50.
Wow, really?
So even though my number 1 isn't Win-Win, everybody
I think
wins.
it's gotta be Win-Win.
It's my
because
number 1.
It's gotta be.
Your number 2.
Number 2.
Your number 2 and my number 1.
Right.
And 50-50 on my list. I think it was 3rd on my list.
Yeah, it was on your list too. No.
No.
Oh,
Interesting.
50-50 is a great movie. I really loved it, and I really had a great
You
time with
hated
it.
Basically, you hated it.
But it
were telling me
would
that
be
you
number
hated it.
8,000 on my list. No, it's
So, no one loses.
No one
on
loses
today-
in a
this year's
win-win
Raddies
situation.
because it's win-win.
I think that's
I'm
I think it's an
excited
excellent
about
choice.
that.
I'm really proud of it. The thing that I like most about
What was
this
number 1 on your list?
Win-win.
What was number 1?
Attack the Block.
Okay.
So Drive isn't on your top 5.
My 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
The
you
thing
have
I
a
like
lot of you're loose with your 6 there, buddy.
he has a loose.
Contagion would be 7.
6.
Drive would be 6.
The thing I like about giving Win-Win the
Fight Night
award
and Attack the
too
Block would be 10 and 9.
is that I feel like many times in many parties I've been to this year, I've been talking to people about movies and I constantly bring up Win-Win and so few people saw it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's one of those movies that it was my favorite movie going experience of the entire year, and I think it missed a lot of people's radars.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I would love people that maybe that are seeing this that recognize how much we all loved it across the board.
It's on Netflix Instant Watch.
Great movie.
So do that.
It's a win.
Win-win.
Win-win. Rad.
All right, everybody, be sure to stick around. We're going to be answering a Twitter question right after this, but thank our sponsors, we must. Jeff?
Thank you, Yoda. I will.
Thank our sponsors, we must.
Hi. If you are like me and your New Year's resolution is to play more video games.
Oh, you're kidding me that that's your New Year's resolution?
Well,
How could that? Amazing.
There's one service that makes it easier for you to do that. GameFly. GameFly is the largest online video game rental service in the world. They have over 7,000 new and classic titles from across all the consoles and handhelds. Plans start as low as $15.95 a month, so that makes it affordable for you. Basically, you can play all the video games you can possibly cram into yourself in that amount of time. What they do is they send you the next game on your list. You keep it for as long as you want. There's no due dates or late fees. Then you send it back when you're done. They send you the next one on your list. Keep going like that, and you can play more video games over the year. It's really cool. And if you want to keep a game, you can just click on Keep It, and they give you it for a reduced price. It's pretty slick, and you can get a 15-day free trial by going to gamefly.com/TTRS. That stands for The Totally Rad Show. Gamefly.com/TTRS. Check it out yourself and see if you like it.
Definitely a hell of a lot cheaper than the money that I spend on video games.
Word.
Word up. All right, people, we will see you tomorrow.
Join us tomorrow for our top video games of 2011.
Today's Twitter question comes to us from @TheSecondAct. Classify yourself as an RPG class. Mage, warrior, rogue, monk, etc. Any property, doesn't matter, and explain why.
Well, you guys know me. I think both in games and in life, I think I kind of feel like a paladin. And it's and not
Why
because
in
I'm
life?
holy,
Why in life?
not because I'm religious or anything like that, but
Healing hands.
what's that?
The healing
I have
hands.
the healing hands.
Yeah.
I have aura that people like. No, I feel like I come at things from the principle first of the the idea of it first rather than.
You are a paladin because whenever there is injustice, if we are in a movie theater and there is someone
Talking on the phone.
and even if it's
Some people
it's
call that
okay, it's no big
annoying,
deal,
but
but it's the principle. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah. I'm not so sure
Whack 'em
it's
with
a
the sword.
good quality of myself, but it is
Fighting
me
for
nonetheless.
justice in
Daniel
a world
Trachtenberg?
of injustice. Well, you guys know me.
I know you.
I am not a warrior. I am not a rogue.
Is there a lover class, Dan?
Is there a lover?
You're a bard.
I'm probably
You like to
a
weave
mage.
stories.
I'm a bard. No, I don't have the musical instincts. I'm a mage because I like to stay beyond the fray, in the back of the fight, and just throw out a little there.
And you only ever wear cloth.
Suggestions, and I only ever wear cloth. But I like to sort of convince other people to do things for me. I don't know
Yeah.
what class that would be.
Necromancer?
Necromancer. Yeah.
I'd have my summoned thing
Yeah. A minion dealer.
to do my biddings.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna probably say rogue because I like to sort of sneak around and stab people in the kidneys.
That's
but
true.
in life,
In games, I love playing a monk.
yeah. No, and in games, I'm a reader. I'm a lover of literature.
That's true.
No, but I like to kind of be like around in the sort of like, moving people's boats surreptitiously onto the path that I want. And I feel like that's very roguish.
I'll tell you what I actually am. I'm an NPC. I don't really like doing anything until
just
someone
like-
shows up, and then I have to pretend like I'm actually doing something, and then I go back to doing nothing.
Amazing. That is
Dan's just an
amazing.
insolence.
Waiting for his script
Oh, hello,
to pop.
warrior.
Yeah.
Hello, warrior.
That's
awesome.
Have you seen my kitten? Thank you at the second act.
Could you go collect 5 of something for me?